And hello, ladies and gentlemen. How is everyone doing? Hope today finds everyone doing well and good. Today, we'll be working on a Ford F250. This is a 2019 FX4, 4x4, a lariat package. We're going to go ahead and change the rear brakes. And today, I'm going to show you how that's done. Let's go. And here we have the F250. This F250 is equipped with a set of American Force aluminum wheels. We're going to be working on the rear of the vehicle. Went ahead and already pulled off the rear wheels to get access to those rear brakes. We're going to go ahead and pull off these calipers and go ahead and change out these brakes. So let's get into it and show you how it's done. Since we have the rear wheels off already for the brake job, what we're going to do is clean the inside of the wheels since we have them off. Go ahead and, since these tires are brand new, just recently mounted only a few days ago, it was balanced, so it has new balance weights, and the old weights, I'm going to go ahead and clean those off and give the inside wheel a cleaning and a quick polish since they're off. Go ahead and take care of that since they're off the vehicle right now. Okay, before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and put a degreaser on this, a cleaner. I want to clean the brake caliper, clean off the little bit of the top rotor there. I want to go ahead and clean these out before I get started, because at the end I want to throw a quick coat of paint on this caliper just to clean it up a little bit and give some protection so it doesn't corrode a little more. So I'm going to go ahead and spray this down. Hit this with an old brush. Go ahead and clean this off. Let this sit a little bit, then hit it with a brush. Do the same on the other side, and blow this out so we have a clean surface to start with before we take off the brakes and change these pads. The reason we're changing these pads, these are a semi-metallic brake. Changing them to a full ceramic brake, because the semi-metallic brake debris that comes off when you brake, the brake dust hits the aluminum wheel and causes pitting, because it actually begins to corrode the finish of the aluminum wheel. So we don't want these pieces coming off. So we'll go ahead and changing these semi-metallic brakes to a full ceramic brake to keep the brake dust from corroding the inside of the wheels of these aluminum wheels, because they cost a lot and you want them to last for a while. We're letting it sit for a couple minutes. Go ahead and wash off the wheels. Nice. And this thing will definitely straighten the kinks out of your hair if you need to blow dry yourself. What a hair dryer. Okay, here we have the brake caliper off, set to the side. And unfortunately, we went ahead and found out that the brake pads that we have are for the incorrect Ford. I have to run out to the auto parts and switch them out for the correct model brake for this truck in particular, because this is a 4x4 FX vehicle. So we have the regular rear brakes, so we got to go get the correct ones. Run out to the auto parts and get the correct brakes for this truck. And after a quick stop at the auto parts, getting the actual correct brake pads, we're back and installing the new brake pads on the F250.
Super Duty.
Super Duty. Don't forget it's a Super Duty. I'm more accustomed to working on regular cars. It trips me out how big these truck brake calipers are. And the rotors. Here we are on the passenger rear side. Both brake caliper, both brake pads are in. Had to do a little slight adjustment with the grinder over here because they're a very tight fit. This back piece tends to push forward and makes it difficult for the brake pad to go in. So I'm going to go ahead and try the other side, see if I have a little better luck. Do slight adjustments to get these pads in. Let's go on the other side. Brake caliper, move it out of the way. Remove these old brake pads. 1, 2. Let's get these clips out of the way because we've got new clips coming in. 1, 2. Put the new clips in already. One. And 2. Makes it easier to try and match up the old clips with the new clips as you put them in so you don't get confused. something I wanted to point out. Be sure that the clearance in between the clips on each side, give enough clearance between brake caliper and where the brakes will mount. Just make sure that there's correct clearance. It's needed to clear. You're not scraping up against the disc on each side. So there's clearance on this side, clearance on that side, the bottom, and the inside. If these metal pieces are not touching, and they do give clearance. I got the clips all sorted out. I put the grease on the slider pins of the brakes so they slide, won't make any noise. In. Okay, prior to installing the new calipers with the new larger brakes, obviously, you have to collapse the brake caliper. I'm going to do one side a little bit, push down that one piston, move it over to the other side, collapse the second piston, and back and forth until they're all the way in. I don't want to do it too unevenly. Oh, they're both going down. Good. Better for me. All right. There, all the way in. Now they're both in. All right. I'm gonna need both hands to install the caliper. Find out why that's not going in. Okay, so a couple things have happened. I'm going to go ahead and, you didn't see, but I pulled out these pins, cleaned them off, put some more lubricant on them. Need to grease these so they slide back and forth freely. A little more so you see. It's brake caliper. After readjusting the clips correctly, should go on. I will find the torque specs for these small caliper bolts, put it up on the screen. Torque spec, having a problem on the driver's side over there. One of these pins is seized. It looks like there was rust in there. Just gonna snug this down for right now. I'll get the torque specs in a second. So these brakes are on with the pins in the correct. See it right there? These little ears are sticking out. There we go. These little ears need to be sticking out on the top, on all four sides. If not, they reach into and will hit the brake disc. So these ears, right there, need to be on all four sides, pointing outward. If not, they are incorrect. Go ahead, we'll get to the other side. So I'm having a problem. One of these slide pins is corroded and seized. Let's see if we can get it off and re-grease it. Hey guys, how's it going? I noticed when editing this video, I did not give a conclusion to what was the final outcome of the brakes that we put on. So the slide pin from the brake was seized. We could not change just the slide pin or the brake bracket. The entire driver's side rear caliper had to be replaced because it comes in one set. They don't sell it in pieces. So we went ahead, purchased the new brake caliper and its bracket, went ahead and installed it on the truck, and that obviously fixed the brakes. But the owner told me that the truck previously had 2 fault sensors that after changing the brakes no longer came. So by changing the brake calipers, it cleared up those 2 fault codes. The 2 fault codes are so it's the service Advancetrac was coming up, and the hill descent control was also giving a fault. So those 2 faults had to do with the rear brake slide pin, one being completely seized. So when you hit the brake, it's going to give a couple millimeters from left to right to adjust when the brakes are worn down from one side to another. So if it's completely seized, the brake will just break and not readjust after you let go. So by replacing the brake caliper, it completely fixed those 2 fault codes, and those 2 fault codes do not appear on the truck anymore. So we did 2 things without even knowing it. We fixed 2 things at the same time by changing the rear brakes, putting ceramic pads on it, and we cleared up those 2 fault codes. The downhill assist control and I have to look it up because I keep forgetting it, and the service Advancetrac. Both codes were cleared up, and now it works perfectly good. Truck's all back together, running great, brakes working fine, and the owner's really happy with how the truck came out. So just want to let you guys know, if you guys have those 2 fault codes, it might have to do something with the brakes. Maybe those brake pins on your brakes are also seized. So take a look at the brakes if you have those fault codes on your car. So hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.